Hello, all of you. CA Deepti Chheda here. Welcome to this live discussion of the mock test paper 1 for the upcoming November 22 direct taxation exam. I know it's a very crucial time today being Sunday morning and tomorrow is Diwali. In between the festival mood, me as a teacher and you as a student, we are doing all this because we are committed to our goals, right? It's okay, and we are very sure that we are going to bring the best results and we will enjoy the festival also as the evening time sets in. Right now, to the point, very quick, important points you need to take care while solving the mock test paper I'm discussing here, and with due importance specifically on the pitfalls while correcting your test papers. You know, the booster test papers, what students have written. Generally, there are points where the students go wrong. So for this, I'm starting this discussion. Any suggestions are there, comment boxes on. Any doubts you have, you can always ask. Okay. Now to start with direct tax paper, I have already done, yeah, one or two important instructions is make sure you go through the mock test and RTP revision. I've already put in the WhatsApp and Telegram group for our May 22 also, because it is very common that in your exam so many questions from the last RTP and study material backside question are asked as it is, even in direct taxes, even specifically in costing. So all that costing paper pattern, costing weightage, everything is covered up in the May 22 three mock test revisions I have taken. Right now for November, today we are doing direct taxation and GST. And with this, with due importance, I am saying very important are the four amendment lectures. Okay, like one of them expected is 115 BAC, alternative tax regime. They can ask you a question on this. Second important thing when we are discussing the weightage of the chapters is TDS chapter, like for senior citizens who are getting only the bank interest, and with the bank interest they are getting pension also in the same bank, they don't have any other income, etc deductions and all they are submitting to bank is deducting TDS at average rate and senior citizens don't have to file the return. So this is 194P recently added. So TDS chapter, return of income, these are and set off carry forward. These are like chapters which are asked repeatedly. TDS chapter 2 into 4 marks, 8 marks are asked. And the beautiful part of this is it is asked in bits. One will be 194C contract, another will be 194J professionals. So if one goes wrong, still you can score marks here. Okay. As in, you are getting questions on capital gain also, in your house property also. But then what happens by mistake, if your 50C value or sale consideration goes wrong, then the capital gain, the exemption, many things, the taxes also goes wrong. So pay attention to these topics. And coming to the five heads of income, your question number one, which is mandatory, is always from business head. Salary, they are asking question, capital gain and house property in combo, 6 plus 8 marks they are asking. Set off one question is surely there for 8 marks. So like this is the weightage of the topic. Coming to the GST part, your question number one is repeatedly asked from input tax credit. Just the full problem what we are solving. Okay, this is the output sales intra and interstates. What is the tax payable? This is the input purchases and all machinery and capital goods. Output minus input is the tax payable. Many problems we have done in section 17, 18 in GST. So this is the question which is going to be asked. Another scoring question in GST is the procedural part. E-way bill, returns, registration. Very nice 5 and 5. 10 marks question is asked. That is also very scoring. Okay. Is this helpful the way we are discussing? If you are watching live, do comment below and do ask if you have any doubts. Right now, first I'm sharing the screen and I'm giving you paper pattern which you might know it. I'll just revise it in brief, dear students. First thing I want to highlight to all of you is in direct taxation, specifically, I feel accounts is to really very easy in CA Inter Group 1. partnership and all, amalgamation, everything is in group 2, so very scoring. Direct taxes and GST, the portion is vast, and the way they have made the paper pattern of direct taxes, no, it is like not difficult paper, but lot of time goes in making the choice. So I'm giving you some mindset that in 3 hours to make the best and score super duper well in your MCQs, what you should do. Okay. So I'm sharing the screen here, and yes. Okay. Right. So let us write down here the paper pattern. This is the paper pattern of your direct tax paper with my suggestion on how the flow of exam should be in 3 hours, and then rest of course is your 60 marks is your direct tax, that is income tax. 40 marks is your indirect tax, that is GST. Clear? Now, in your 60 marks, you have division A, both. Here also you have division A, which is like OMR sheet, you have to do MCQs. And most important part here, dear students, is MCQs are case study based and 2 marks each, as good as solving the problem. But GST MCQs are many times very, very easy. So MCQs are there over here. Okay. Case study based MCQ. Iprudu. Case study based MCQ. Case study based MCQs. Okay. Right. Now what is this case study based MCQ? It says that 9 questions you will be asked for 2 marks, that will make it your 18 marks. MCQs, 2 marks each. Case study based is, frankly speaking, it's an 8-mark question. Decide the residential status, calculate the income in rough, quickly. Don't try to attempt the MCQs. I know working notes are not required, but on your answer sheet, 1 page rough work for MCQ, write and do. So you will do it faster and you will save the time. The reason is, I'll tell you one thing. What they are doing is, suppose question number MCQ may question number A is, what are the total deductions allowed? Question number 2 is, what is the total income? So obviously in gross total income, if you minus these deductions, you get total income. Question number 3 is tax calculation. So while calculating the tax, you need to know how. So like this, better very quickly write it in your working and solve the MCQs. Case study based MCQ, if you feel, we can take one more separate class, and institute websites. Nice case study based MCQs are there. So 9 into 2, 18 marks are for case studies. Then we have division B. Okay. I'm going little fast only because I know you all also know this. This is just to give you the mindset. It takes a lot of commitment that in the festival mood on Sunday we are sitting together and doing this. Not for my sake, I'm saying, but for your sake and learning, because exam is a priority. Diwali will come every year and we'll celebrate it superbly now also, later also. But with this, we need to sit and study. There is no other escape. Now, division B is your descriptive question, in which question number 2, 3, and 4. Okay, right? Question number 1 is to mandatory 14 marks. Generally, it is business income and your capital gain and deductions and tax and all the calculations. Okay, 1 or 2 deductions and calculate the tax. So this is a complete 14 marks question, what we solve in business income and in your total income problem. Question number 1. Question number 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Out of this, any 2 you need to solve for 14 marks each. That makes it 28 marks, and this is your total 60 marks. 60 marks. Is this clear? In this 2 marks, you have combination 6 plus 8. 6 marks salary question is there, 8 marks deductions. Or you have 6 marks house property, 4 marks return of income, 4 mark return of income, 4 mark TDS, 6 marks salary. So this is how the combinations are made. Now I will tell you, dear students, for sure, if you trust me, don't start with MCQs because you will go slower and you will take more time to solve the MCQs. Out of question number 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever you know best, start. Question number 1 is mandatory to be done, to be solved, but it's not mandatory to do first. Ma'am, can I start my answer sheet with question number 3B? Yes. But when you are doing question number 3A and B bit like this, you solve it all together. Is this clear to all of you? Right. Now, coming to GST part, again, in GST you have MCQs. Now here MCQs are like some very simple procedural part also, and some related to the time and date and all. So of course again case study based MCQs are there, and these are for 12 marks here also. You know what is case study? Now they are giving it's as good as they are asking you to solve a problem, then bids they are making it as MCQs. 6 MCQs are there of 2 marks, and that makes it 12 marks. Okay, this is division A. Again in division B, question number 1 is compulsory to attempt but not compulsory to attempt first. So this is for 8 marks. Question number 2, 3 and 4. Any two you need to solve for 10 marks each, and that is your 20 marks, and this makes your 40 marks paper. Check and tell me, any doubt you have or all clear? 40 marks paper, this is case study based questions and all. So please make sure that MCQs you are not solving right in the beginning, because there are chances of making mistake. If you know question number 3 B bit pehle wo karo, then do A bits are to be solved together. Okay, so question number 2, 3, 4, this is done. This side question number 2, 3, 4 mein how do you get the questions? 5 marks one question here. 5 plus 5 marks is the trend, and one question they are asking is value of supply fixed. Another 5 marks question is time of supply. 5 marks question, and 5 plus 5 marks question is theory question based on return of income, different kind of, not return of income, different kind of the returns in the GST, and your documentation part, your e-way bill, e-invoicing. Sure, 5 marks question November 22 for e-invoicing, because recently it has been made now mandatory above a limit. So like this, make sure. See, if I start going into the topic, itne limit ke upar hai and all, then the purpose is to give you an overview today. I don't want to make it look like a regular class. So I hope mindset is clear. Many of the times, one second, yeah. Many of the times, dear students have good knowledge. Trust yourself and don't say this language, ma'am, itna padhai kiya hai, but aisa lag raha hai, I'm blank, I'm not able to remember. You will remember everything, pen will flow. Don't leave 15 to 20 minutes meditation and pranayam. It's now finished. जो नॉलेज लेने का टाइम था ना, 6 months रेगुलर कोचिंग, more than 160 hours of the coaching for direct taxes, and practicing 3-4 days problems only for depreciation only, that slogging is over. Now learning, and now in exam 3 hours, it's a mind game. Trust me, it's a mind game. Relax and say to yourself, my pen will flow and I will be able to recollect and write everything. आराम से लिखो. Worst case, you started with question number 3B, you went well, but A part somewhere you got confused. Beyond the time, stop. Beyond the time, stop. Don't give overtime to one question. Go to the next one. Write and keep and come back. So I think by 1.5 hours, when you attempt the major questions, then you can go and attempt the MCQs. It would be best for you. Okay. But if some of you are very clear, ki no ma'am, I have practice. MCQs need lot of practice actually, and students are practicing MCQ. I have made MCQ in my in the description concept classes app, link is there. There I have made more than 200 MCQ set and I have uploaded. You can write that exam twice, get the result. Very nominal. I've kept the fees also 200 rupees like that. Why I'm saying all this is MCQ based questions when they are asking. The problem with the student is it's not direct MCQ, it's case study. Means I'm telling you case study is nothing, solve one problem of 8 marks. And then shall we start now with the MCQs? Until now all clear? Huh? Right? Chalo. So here we go now to start with the paper pattern is clear. Weightage of the topics is clear. Business head. Acha, one more thing very important. Repeatedly I say this always is, dear students, reading the question paper is an art. You get 15 minutes of time buffer to read and keep the question paper. That time you make choice and read it in such a way. Suppose if they have given P&L account and they are asking you to compute the total income. So when you read P&L account, start reading from the GP, IT refund, write it in the other source. Full page in your answer sheet writes head of income. Third item is profit on sale of shares. Take it to capital gain. Come on the debit side. What is disallowed directly on the head, add it back. Then go to the adjustment. You are saving time in not reading the question. Abhi wo kya tha? Again and again you don't have to read it. Clear? Sure. So now also still almost like more than 8 days are 10 days are still left for exam. This time I got delayed in final direct tax classes are going on. So with all those schedules and CMA classes, I got delayed. Otherwise, 2 months back only, whenever the mock test paper comes, I do this part. So apologies from my side. Always you all trust me and I give you the mock test paper. This time we got delayed. And RTP, I'm not discussing this year because what we discussed in the May, so many questions as it is they've put in the RTP. You solve it, stay connected with our WhatsApp Telegram group. Any doubt is there one day before exam, just click the photo and send me. I will clear it with voice note for sure. Accounts, tax, costing. Any doubt you have, for sure, whether you have taken the coaching or not. So read the question. Am I giving you correct mindset? Reading the question paper is an art. Read it in such a way carefully that you don't have to read it again and again. Okay? And let whatever going on, use the same calculator now for your practice, which you are going to use in final exam. Don't use scientific calculator. Reach the center much before the time so that your mindset is relaxed. And if you feel so many marathon videos, have you all watched? Everyone who's listening to me now, have you watched my marathon video on revision of all the chapters? Huh? So many of you have given the feedback, house property, business ed, all just lot of energy is taken in the making that marathon video. If it is worth it, give me a small Guru Dakshina, a promise. The moment the exam is over, put all your stationery in the zip box and the mindset is next exam. If you're writing two groups or whatever, next exam. Forget it till you go to your vehicle, take it in the parking till you reach home. At home, parents, brothers, sisters, kaisa gaya paper? Acha gaya. Don't discuss now, it's all over, it's raw, throw it in the dustbin. Exam center में question paper किसी से discuss मत करो. Don't waste your energy. This is called balancing your mind. Your mind is playing a game with you, you play double the game. You be very strong. No, I don't want to discuss the paper, done is done. My next exam is say advanced accounting. My mindset is chalo क्या क्या पढ़ना है आज. Then I will go to sleep. I'll do small chapters AS. Tomorrow I will do amalgamation like this. Okay, right. All right, let us now begin the discussion. Preferably, please you watch these videos with full screen and headphones, though maximum all volume and all I have kept it all. And if you can take a printout of the mock test, no, and solve it with me like this, it will be very clear to all of you. Okay, I'm sharing the screen here right now, and let us read the question. Yeah, this is your first MCQ part. So for that, we have to read the question very carefully. Shalini is a retired government employee. She is born on 1942. Now, if it is, pick up your calculators. If it is 1942, just give me 1 second. If it is 1942 and now it is 2002, is she a super senior citizen? 2000 minus 1942, so 58 years there, and 22 years now. Just she completed 80 years on 1st April 2022. Now, if you complete on 1st April 2022, your date of birth is taken as 31st March and you get the seniority benefit. So, reading the first line, see, please, dear students, I'm not teaching. This is not a regular class. You all know how to determine residential status, how to take. I'm giving you the mindset ki what explanation I'm giving now, that should go in your mind when you're solving the paper. So reading the very first line, it is clear that she is a senior citizen. Clear to all of you? Right. Now, she is, 1 second. One second, please give me time. Yeah. She is residing in Delhi. She stayed with her elder son Nakul from 1st May 21 to 15th October 21, who is residing in Australia. So these many days she was not in India. April she was in India, and 15th October onwards she was in India. She stayed in India for 361 days during the 4 years preceding the previous year. Now, during the previous year, 21-22, pension she got with the SBI after deducting TDS. So, whenever you get net income, always gross up and take. She received interest 4352 in the saving account, and she is 80 years up. So, she will get an immediate indicator is 80 TTB ka deduction. 80 TTA, to whom it is given 80 TTA? To whom it is given? For saving account interest to all the citizens up to 10,000. 80 TTB up to 50,000 for saving and FD interest of senior citizen. Dear students, I have made many 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute videos like STT, 80 TTA versus 80 TTAP, conceptual videos. So anywhere you feel last moment, ये क्या concept था? Not more than 5 to 7 minutes in the tax concept playlist. If you watch tax concept playlist, you will get videos, and if you watch amendments, you will get the most important amendment for the residential status for the TDS. Okay, chalo. Now, she also received interest of 67,500 on FD. Now, nowhere it is given that FD interest is received after TDS. But we all know that if you receive interest above 40,000 rupees from a bank, 10% TDS is deducted. So that's what is the googly in this problem. Interest is 67,500 is 90%. What is 100% is 75,000. Just very important work is there. 2 seconds, please. अरे ये लोग नाभी All right, thank you for waiting. So where we were, did you get that the FD interest received gross, we should take 75,000. I'm going to solve it, but I'm just reading carefully. She has purchased 2 life insurance policy. Now, whenever you take LIC policy, the sum assured 10% is only allowed, right? So sum assured 10% is only allowed. So in the first one, 98,465 will only be allowed. In the second case, sum assured is 20,000, but premium paid is 17,000. So full will be allowed. She has taken a medical insurance for herself, which she paid 35,000 is allowed. For senior citizen, how much mediclaim is allowed, dear students? 50,000. She incurred 7,500 towards preventive health checkup for herself and husband. Out of this, how much will be allowed? Maximum medical expenses allowed are how much? 5,000 and 35,000. So this will be allowed. I'm just discussing this being important problem. I will solve it. She also incurred medical expenditure of 25,000 in cash in the month of January 22 for her husband. Okay. Now this 25,000 expense for husband is not allowed because it is incurred in cash. In cash only medical health checkup expense are allowed, that too up to 5,000. In the month of March 22, she incurred medical expenditure of 10,500 for herself, which is by account paid check, not allowed. I told you medical expenses are allowed only 5,000, so all this is not allowed. She has given a wrist watch of 10,000 on her husband's 85th birthday. She has given a gift. So, husband and wife gifting within relatives, so not taxable. Her husband is also resident of India. Shalini didn't opt for 115 BAC. Based on the scenario, now start solving the questions. Okay, right? So now let us go to our notebook and solve it. One second. I'll just solve it and share the screen so that it is clear to all of you. Yes, please look at the screen. First thing is Shalini is 80 years. So her tax rate and all up to 5 lakh will be exempt. And now she is in India for the month of April. How many days? 30. Then again from 1st May to 15th October, she was out. So then October ke 16 days, November, December, January, February and March. So how much this is? 30 plus 16 plus 30 plus 31 plus 31 plus 28 plus 31. All right. Is she in India for more than 180 days? Yes, right? So she is a resident. Because then it accordingly it will be decided whether she is a resident, then what all income is going to be taxable for her, all the income. She is in India for 197 and more days. Okay, all right. Now what is her income we will take? First of all, which income we are taking? Pension. Pension income 715,461 is credited after deducting TDS 14,565. So just add it here. 715,461 plus 14,565, and that is 7,30,026. This is your pension income. Pension income may say you will get standard deduction of 50,000. So what is your net salary income which you will take in the outer column? 7,30,026. I'm solving this in detail because this is not given the working. So if you are confused, you can check here. What is the net salary for her? And now interest is taxable in income from other sources. So what is the interest received from the saving account? 4, 3, 5, and 2. And what is the interest received on FD? 67,500 is received is 90%. Ma'am, but they didn't say above 40,000 if you get the bank interest, TDS is deducted, no? TDS provisions, I can't say the weightage is at least 8 to 10 marks, so the pura paper if you check. So what is, once you solve it in very rough way, so your paper will be over very quickly. Plus 680026. So what is the gross total income? Gross total income. This is your question number 2. 759,378. This is the answer of question number 1, 2-bit. What is the gross total income? Question number 1, 2-bit. I don't want to waste time in again and again shuffling the bit. So I'm doing it here. Clear? Chalo, next now we will take is deductions. What all deductions she will get? Less deductions under section 80C, one of the most favorite repeatedly asked in exam, LIC. The first policy LIC will be 9,84,655. So you take 10% of that. That is 98,466. Second policy 17,000 you will take. And now Mediclaim, ATD, 35,000 for self and medical expense. Actually, for spouse and all put together, 50,000 is allowed for yourself and spouse and all, but then it is paid in cash. And medical expense above 5,000 are not allowed. So this being 40,000. Okay. Next, what? 80 TTB. Flat 50,000, dear students. Please remember 80 TTA up to 10,000 you get the deduction for any SSC. That too from your bank interest. And 80 TTB is senior citizens will get up to 50,000. Okay? Right. So what is the total deduction? This is your question number 1A bit. I'm not directly going and reading, but if you have the print, you can check my answer is correct or not. How much is the deductions? This is your question number 1A bit. This is question number 1, the first bit or A bit, you can say 205,466. 205,466. Now what is your total income? 759,378. 553,912. 553,912. Okay. Now third bit is what is the tax payable? Now tell me, dear students, one thing. Will she get the seniority benefit, Shalini? Yes. Tax on total income. It is such an easy problem. This you can do in calculator in exam. I am showing so that you all get it. 5 lakh is the basic exemption. Balance 53,912 directly 20%. So how much is your tax? 53,912 into 20%. 10,782. Right? This is your tax, and with 4% ESES के साथ into 104%. Directly I am writing the tax with ESS is 11,214. But you have already been deducted TDS on pension. On pension, you have already got your TDS deducted 5,600, and TDS on FD interest is 75,000 ka 10%. 7,500 that TDS is deducted. So 11,214 minus 14,565 minus 7,500. How much is it coming? 10,851. 10,851 is your refund. Refund. This is the answer for your question number 1, third bit. Third bit answer. Now, what would be the tax if Shalini decides to pay 115 BAC? Yes, very interesting, dear students. This is my expectation. They will ask you 115 BAC. Okay? If you say residential status, then you should know what is the deemed resident 120 days wala concept. Now, regular tax to ho gaya. Now, tax under section 115 BAC. You know, dear students, no deductions you get ATC to ATU and all. So, your tax will be calculated on your gross total income. You don't even get standard deduction in salary. So, pension income and interest income directly will be taxed under 115. What is the pension income? Pension income is how much? Let us take up the figures very quickly. How much is the pension income? 7,30,026. And how much is both the interest income put together? Here we have written 79,352. 79,352. So what is your total income and gross? Ma'am, deductions? No deductions are allowed. No, 115 BAC. Standard deduction is not allowed. House property loss you cannot set off. Recently, I have recorded one video, and earlier also I have recorded. Just in 1 hour, you can complete this and score good marks in case if you wish. I know you have to do all the other subjects. I'm not just saying watch my videos, but this is it. Total income. 8,09,378. This is your total income. So on this we have to pay the tax. 378 is, I will take it as 809,380. Now first 2.5 lakh nil, next 2.5 lakh it is 5%, 12,500. 115 BC for every 2,50,000, 5% tax is increasing. Next 2.5 lakh, that is 7%. It is 10%, 25,000. And balance beyond 7,50,000 is balance 59,380. It is 15%. 59,380 into 15% is 8,907 plus 25,000 plus 12,500, 46,407 into 104%. No, after the ESS 4% ESS के बाद 46 to 64, and again deduct the TDS 14,565 and TDS on interest. Now what is your tax payable? Minus 14,565 minus 7,500. 26,198. 26,198 is your tax payable. Total income. So first of all, question number one, 4-bit is your this answer. We are going one by one. What will be your total income under 115 VAC? No standard deduction. House property, no loss can be set off outside. Within the heads H1, H2 allow. ATC to ATU, no deduction. So this is your income. And now question number one, 5-bit is, 5th bit is, this is your tax. 26,198. I hope all of you remember taxes are, yeah. If you feel you want to take down, you have missed down anything, then pause the video and take it down. Clear to all of you this problem? We took, dear students, exactly 1 to 12 minutes to write and do. Isn't it worth it? Why that mindset we want to do MCQ orally only? And I have done in a way you understand. MCQs, no working are asked in exam. I do agree. But can you not just write it like in rough actually? In your regular answer sheet, just write down question number one MCQ rough sheet. You can leave and you can write. I am telling you it's going to be super scoring. One bit they are asking you what is deductions. Another bit they are asking you total income. So GTI minus deduction is total income, no? So like this, if routine may, what is your TDS from tax you have deducted? 115 BAC also TDS deducted will be same, no? So this is the mindset I'm telling you, dear students. 10 minutes I took and we have scored 10 marks here. MCQs are easy. Be careful about the grossing up. If they say interest is received 67,500, that means that grossing up is to be done and TDS is to be deducted. Now TDS rates and limits you have to remember, but there are so many: lottery, commission, horse rate. Out of that few very important, if I say orally, 194C contract, 194I, J, H, rent, your professional income, and casual income everywhere it's saying 30%. So like this, if you repeatedly read it, the limits also you will remember up to 1 lakh and whatever, 10,000, wherever the limits are. So this is all about your question number one, MCQs. More 10 marks MCQs are there, but they are like, actually they are looking MCQs, but actually they are as good as 2-3 marks problems only. What you need to solve. 2 to 3 marks problems are there which you need to solve. So let us for this solve question number 2 right now. It is based on your section 10 AA and there is a formula, but the base of that I am telling you now. Out of total turnover, what is the turnover of SEZ and what is the turnover of domestic tariff area? And out of the total profit of the company, what is the export profit and what is the total profit? So, proportionately, total turnover, export turnover, total profit, export profit ke samne cross multiply. Like this, 2 minutes you can solve the question. Let us first read it because it's repeatedly asked in inter also, in final also. In CA, all CA final when we teach that charitable, not charitable, sorry, math and all these problems, no, these are like asked at so many places. So let us read the question carefully. This all we have done. See, Rudra Limited has 2 units. One is SEZ, another just in a table form you can check. The unit in SEZ was set up and started manufacturing on 25/5/2018 and unit in DTA from 10/7/19. So SEZ first 5 years, how much export profit is exempt? 100%. Then 6th year onwards to 10th year, 50%. 10th year onwards, 30% of the profit or amount transport to the export reserve, whichever is higher, that you can deduct. So now total turnover is given. Say I want you all to check it in lakhs. It will be easy. 750 lakhs. And DTA turnover is 275. So what is your export turnover? Can you calculate? Yes? Total turnover of the company is 750 lakhs. DTA is 275. So remaining is export. Like that, the total profit for SEZ is 60 and for DTA is 40. So total profit is how much? 100 lakhs in the SEZ and in DTA. Just I'm reading the data. Rudra Limited would be eligible how much exemption? Now to calculate this, one second. Huh? Just one second. I thought directly we can do the screen sharing, but it's not. That's why I'm using all these techniques. We are also learning technology. Shall let us do it. Let us solve this problem. It's very easy and scoring. Separately also asked many times. It's like total turnover is given 750 lakhs and export turnover is missing. But DTA का जो turnover है ना, that is given 275. So can you calculate first this bit? 750 is total turnover. DTA means domestic tariff area ka, it is this. So what will be the export? 475. Total turnover, domestic, export and domestic. ठीक है? Right. Now, what is the profit of SEZ 60? SEZ's profit is 60 and DTA the profit is 40. So what is the total profit of the company? 100. SEZ का profit कितना है? SEZ profit is 60 lakhs. Okay. So in the SEZ unit, you have export turnover also and total turnover also. Now, one second, they have also given that. Are you also reading the question till then time when I am reading? Total turnover of the Rudra Limited they have given, export sales they have given. Okay, export sales in SEZ unit is 325 lakhs. Okay, so now we have got in SEZ. What is the total turnover? Export turnover. I am taking little more time, dear students, because I am doing with logic. Otherwise, sometimes mugging up the formula is also there, but वो help नहीं करेगा. SCZ's turnover was missing, which we have calculated 475. And now inside SEZ, the export turnover is 325. 325. And your local turnover, DTA, is 150. So in total turnover inside SEZ, export turnover is 325 and your local turnover is 150. So SEZ's total profit is how much? 60 lakhs. So export is how much? Total turnover 475 in SEZ. SEZ can also export and get exemption. But if SEZ का कोई export order is rejected and they are selling locally, will they get the exemption? Answer is no. So now 475 में से 325 exported. So out of total turnover, export turnover is 325. Out of total profit, export Profit is question mark, question mark, question mark. So we can just get the export profit by cross. Are you getting? I did some working, but it's worth it. देखो 60 into 325 divided by 475. You're getting the answer in lakhs. And so 41 lakhs 5,263 is your answer. I'm taking more time because I'm explaining. Once you practice two problems, you can pull in the data very fast and do it. But I don't think you can do it orally. You need little bit of working, however rough working you do. That too not for all questions. No, some questions directly, if you know the answer, you can do. GST also it is like that. Clear? Chalo, let us read the next one. Lakshman is born in 1962, has a gross total income 2,85,000 comprising of salary. He does not claim anything, but he pays electricity bill 10,000 per month. 10,000 means yearly bill कितना हो गया? 1,20,000. He made a visit to Canada along with wife for a month in January 22, for which he incurred to and fro flight charges. Okay. The remaining expenditures and all is 70,000. Is Lakshman required to file the return? He has gross total income 2,85,000 comprising of salary, and he does not claim any chapter 6A deductions, and he is born in 1962. 62 मतलब उसका age क्या है देखो, 2000 minus 1962. So 38 years there plus 22 years. Oh, he's 60 and above. So 60 and above, what is the basic exemption? 3 lakh. So for Lakshman, is his gross total income before deduction and exemption less than the basic exemption 3 lakh? Yes. Then he is not required to file the return. But there are other conditions given, that if you deposit more than 10 lakhs in your current account, if you have electricity bills more than 1 lakh, if you do the foreign travel above 2 lakh, irrespective of your income below basic exemption, you need to file the return. So in this, Lakshman is caught up in the second condition. Foreign travel and all is within limit, but Lakshman's electricity bill is exceeding 1 lakh. So Lakshman is required to file return of income since he is paying electricity bills of 10,000 per month. ठीक है? During the previous year 21-22, Rohan, this is the answer. Fourth bit is the answer. Sorry, I didn't read the answer only. Lakshman is not required to file the return. Lakshman is required since gross total income. No, that's wrong. GTI for him, basic exemption is 3 lakh. Lakshman is required to file. He pays electricity bill which exceeds the prescribed threshold limit 10,000 per month. Yeah. So C bit is the answer. And Lakshman is required to file the return because he has incurred foreign travel के लिए 1 lakh. That is not right. Chalo. Now, fourth question is asked so many times in the exam. We all know for individual surcharge rates, I would like to revise, up to 50 lakhs, nil. 50 lakh to 1 crore surcharge rate is how much? 10%. 1 crore to 2 crore, 15%. 2 crore to 5 crore, 25%. 5 crore and above, it is 37%. So what is happening, dear students? These are the surcharge rates. On total income, you calculate tax. On tax, you calculate surcharge, and tax plus surcharge. On this, you have to pay the ECES. So you have to pay ECES on tax plus surcharge both. Now, very important thing before I start reading the question is, on long-term capital gain on shares and short-term capital gain on shares, section 111A and all, where STT is paid. Where STT is paid, higher rates of surcharge 25% and 37% are not applicable. Ma'am, if I have long-term capital gain on listed shares 8 crores, Then also, what will be the surcharge applicable maximum? 15%. A higher rate of surcharge, 25% and 37%, are not applicable for your income under the head capital gain. That's what this question is. Let us read it. During the previous year 21 and 22, Rohan has 80 lakhs of short-term capital gain, 70 lakhs of long-term gain and business income. Which of the following statement is correct? Okay, right. So for this, surcharge, how much is the total income? Short-term capital gain is 80 lakhs, long-term is 70 lakhs, and routine business income is 2.9 crores. So on 2.9 crores, can we charge higher rate of the surcharge? Yes. So surcharge at 25% will be charged on full. Wrong. Surcharge at 15% on full total income. Wrong. Surcharge 15% on 1.5 crore. That is long term and short term capital gain. 80 plus 70 is 150 lakhs. And in respect of business income, 2.9 crore, surcharge is 25%. So this answer is correct. Surcharge 15% on the capital gain in respect of 2.9 crore, 37% wrong. Up to 5 crore other income, surcharge rate is only 25%. So the answer is C, bit. Clear? Now, Pankaj gifted an amount of, this is clubbing of income as good as problem only they are asking. Quite lengthy, huh? Literally. If you have to complete this paper in 3 hours, you need to be very fast. Because like this fifth calculation will only take 5 minutes of time for one MCQ of 2 mark. Pankaj gifted an amount of 3 lakh to wife Nikki, 2 lakh to daughter Pinky, 20 years. On 1st April, both Nikki and Pinky invested in the government bonds at 11%. So when a husband is gifting money to wife, out of that gift, if wife is investing, whatever income is coming on the bonds is taxable in the hands of husband. Clubbing. Daughter के case में clubbing नहीं होगा because she is 18 up. Interest accrues yearly and is reinvested. Oh, on 3 lakh, Nikki is receiving 11% interest. That is taxable in the hands of husband. But that 33,000 again she is investing. That interest is not clubbed. Clubbing of income says income or the gift ke upar whatever income you get, that is clubbed in the hands of husband. But income on income is not clubbed. Are you all getting? Income on income is not clubbed. So here, how much will be the taxable income of Nikki? You really need to do this in your notebook. इसलिए मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ, what am I telling you, dear students, that in exam MCQs I to feel don't do it first. If you feel they are very clear and some of them, like a return of income, so go and do the circle and score 2 marks, make yours. Rest, do little bit of working in rough, you will do it at a faster pace. ठीक है? चलो, let us start doing it now. Last one MCQ, we are working it out in the notebook. Many of you have said you'll be watching recording because of the pujas and all the schedules. Lots of blessings and wishes. But aap dekho, because I am emphasizing, and if you feel it is good, share it with your friends also, please. This is like I'm emphasizing on the important points only. Okay. So that fifth one MCQ I'm working out. Husband has gifted to wife rupees 3 lakh, which she invested in bonds at the rate of 11%. Now, clubbing. Clubbing क्या होगा? And this they did it on 1st April 80. How much income will be clubbed in the hands of husband? 33,000. Are you getting? On 3 lakh 11% interest is received by wife Nikki, but this is clubbed in the hands of husband. Now, this was the story on 1/4/2018. 1/4/2018-19. 18-19 story is over. Now 1920, again 33,000 is received and taxable. But 1920 end May on 31st March 20 on 33,000 what 11% interest. 33 Nikki reinvested, no? So interest on interest is not taxable in the hands of husband. So this will be taxable for Nikki. 3630. Correct? Now 1920 to clear it. Now come to 20 and 21. Again 33,000 income will go to husband on 3 lakh 11%. But here 33,000 plus 33,000 plus 3630. Interest on interest is all put at 11%. कितना interest आ रहा है? 66,000 plus 360 into 11%. How much interest you all are getting? 7659. This will be the income for 2021. For which year they have asked you the income? One second, they have asked you the income. Okay, one more year we need to. ये भी उसके हाथ में taxable होगा. Now come to 21 and 20. 33,000 will come here. But now again, till 31, how much is this investment? 33,000 plus 33,000 plus 33,000 plus 3630 and plus 7659 interest also you reinvested. So this interest will also be taxable in your hands. What is it now? 33,000 into 319 plus 3630 plus 7659 into 11%. How much is the interest? 12,132. Are you all getting? 18, 19, nothing will be taxable because first year of interest received by Nikki is on March 19. She invested interest also. So 1920 Nikki, in your hands this will be taxable. 2021 this and 2122 this. Clear to all of you or not? So how much income? I know this is tedious, but pause the video if you want to write or take screenshot, whatever is visible. If clarity is not there, some of you are saying this will be very clear once this video I have been recording, because I have to share multiple screens. I am using StreamYard. Once this recording is over and it will get converted, then you watch it in YouTube, the screen will be for sure very clear. Lot of energy is required because everything is to be kept in mind while solving this. Chalo. So 20 marks MCQs are over. 18 marks MCQs are over. Let us now check it. With me you can finish solving this. I'm telling you some of the things, if the problems are lengthy, now I'll do it orally, discuss it out. Okay, question number 1. I said you have to compute the income. So in your exam, full page, take a new page, computation of income, particulars and 2 columns, and start reading the question. Kamal is a resident and ordinary resident. GP, nothing to do. Profit on sale of scientific research equipment. Let us say if equipment is completely allowed, what amount you get on maturity is your business income. Winning from lotteries 47,250. Start with net profit 23,6175 and minus 47,250. Why? Because this is going to be taxable in income from other sources. Immediately go in income from other sources. Write down 47,250 as 70%. 100 is how much? Even if TDS is deducted in income from other sources, always your gross income will be taxable. Now come to the debit side. Administrative charges allowed, salary allowed, interest on loan allowed. Depreciation as per books is added back if they give separately depreciation as per income tax. Professional fees, rent and rates, traveling expense, all this is allowed. Did you observe, dear students, the way I am reading is credit side first, then debit side, now going to adjustment. Frankly speaking, you can speed up here because you have taken a lot of time for MCQs and this is easy also. Opening and closing stock of finished goods is undervalued by 10%. Oh, if closing stock is undervalued and now if you increase the value, profit will increase. So add. If opening stock is undervalued, now you increase the value of the opening stock. Okay? If opening stock is undervalued, now you increase the value of the opening stock. So the profit will decrease. So net you can do 438 is the closing stock minus 330. Pick up your calculators. 4,38,000 minus 330. 1,08,000 is the net undervalued. So this is 1,08,000 is 90%. Into 100, how much? Into 100 divide by 90. I'm not able to write on the screen. I don't know, some टेक्निकल ट्रबल अदरवाइज वी आर ऑलवेज डाउनलोडिंग और यहीं लिख पाते ना तो बहुत अच्छा होता था श्योर बाय नेक्स्ट लाइव क्लास आई विल डू दैट ऑल्सो राइट ओके best is to link this with the Zoom and record and then upload, but all the team is also on holiday. So frankly speaking, I'm exactly discussing you. My technical trouble is I don't have anyone to upload these videos in YouTube. They're all on Diwali holiday. That's the reason I'm taking live in YouTube. So whenever you are watching, just listen carefully and calculate. Please cooperate that much. 1,08,000. Are you getting the figure? Is 90% and into 100 is how much? Okay? Chalo. Now salaries and wages. Contribution is 20% of the basic salary, 4,80,000, which is wrong. How much you can give to National NPS scheme? 10% of basic 4 lakh and DA. DA is 40% of the salary, but only 50% is allowed. So for though DA taxable will be 40%, 4 lakh का 40% मतलब कितना 4 lakh का 40% मतलब how much you will take okay 4 lakh into 40%, so you will take 1,60,000 as DA, but for calculation purpose you will take 80,000 only. So 4,80,000 into 10%. 4 lakh basic, 80,000 DA, 10%. 48,000 is allowed. But you have contributed 80,000. So 48 minus 80 is 32,000 is added back. Disallowed. Are you having this answer sheet with you? Then you can see. One second. Huh? One second. I think rather than reading from here, you read the question and then let us directly go to answer so that if I share the answer, the working and all will be clear to you. See, net profit we have started and you have contributed 20% of 4 lakh 80,000, but allowed is 10% of basic and DA. This is the same calculation for RPF also. So 32,000 is not allowed. Next, now keep the question paper in front of you, dear students, so that I can read out. I'm in adjustment number 2B. Some of the employees VRS is paid 3,50,000. So VRS paid 350, 1/5 is allowed. You have debited everything. So 4/5 will be added back. Next, interest on loan paid is 15% on 18 lakhs, which was taken from SBI for purchase of new electric car. The car is used personally. So if interest is paid, it is not allowed. So a car is of 20 lakh. But how much loan you have taken, dear students? 18 lakhs at the rate of 15%. And that too, you have taken it in July. So July to March is 9 by 12 months. This much interest on loan is disallowed because it is personal. Depreciation allowed as per income tax is 550. So add back depreciation as per books, deduct 550. But while calculating, depreciation on electric car is not taken. Sorry, not electric car. Depreciation for the addition is not taken. One motor car is purchased 350 for supply of the goods. On this, you miss taking the depreciation. So now take it. Le lo. An asset was purchased 7 lakh for conducting scientific research, and whole 7 lakh was claimed as scientific research expense. This asset was sold on 5th of October for a consideration of 9 lakhs. Oh, when you sell the asset used for scientific research over and above its cost, then the remaining amount of 2 lakhs, they have credited in the P&L account. Isko nikal do. 2 lakh rupees. Sale proceeds. 7 lakh sale proceeds will be taxable as business income. Why? Because 7 lakh full you have claimed the expenditure. And beyond that, 2 lakh is taxable. That will be taxable as short-term capital gain. Clear or not? See, cost of the asset is 7 lakhs. You have sold it over and above your original cost. So whatever you have sold over the original cost will directly be taxable as short-term capital gain in the capital gain. And up to the cost which you have debited in P&L account, credit the P&L credit side. Clear? Right. With this, now other information is given. Let us check that. A plot of industrial land was used by Kamal, compulsory acquired by central government. The compensation received was 15 lakhs. So that is your sale consideration. Such property was purchased for 2,50,000 in 2006. So we know okay, that time 122 and now 317. So 122 has become 317. 250 has become how much? Cross multiply. So you are getting long-term capital gain. Now, if you sell an industrial land and building compulsory acquired, and if you buy another, they have purchased another plot, 1 year forward and all, then 7 lakh rupees, you get an exemption under section 54D. You have to purchase the open plot within 3 years. 3 years time is given to purchase land or building. Land or building sold, an industrial undertaking is shifting, so purchase. So this is your capital gain. 1,50,000 for 10. Long term और short term कितना है? 2 lakh. ठीक है? All right. Are you getting why we have prepared 3 columns? इंट्रा हेड जो भी एडजस्टमेंट करना है इधर करो. फिर दिस इज फॉर योर मेन कॉलम हेड वाइज एंड देन द आउटर कॉलम वी टेक द टोटल. नाउ आफ्टर दिस come to income from other sources. Lottery you have received is 70%, 30% TDS is deducted, and so taxable will be 67,500. Because you got this compensation late, government gave you 1,05,000 interest, which is always taxable in income from other sources, flat 50% deduction. So now you are getting total income, and you have taken loan for electric car which you are using personally. So that is not allowed as business expense. But on battery operated vehicle under section 80 EEB up to 1,50,000. Interest is more, dear students. See how much interest I have disallowed. मैंने add back किया है. I have added back the interest here. See, interest on loan is, look at the screen, 2,02,000 500. Two lakh 2,500. This is the interest on loan. But how much deduction will be allowed under section 80 EEB? Only up to 1,50,000. And now let us calculate the tax liability. Regular tax liability. On special income, capital gain 20%, winning from lottery 30%, and remaining income regular tax, and done. 14 marks problem. It is easy, but go on doing simultaneously triple column the way they have done. Avoid too many notes. And yes, many students ask me this question, ma'am, in our study material, CA study material and all, 0.1278 are given. They are for you. They are the explanations आपको समझाने के लिए. You need not explain it to the value. So don't write unnecessary explanations in the exam. Okay? Right. Chalo, let us go and read the question number 2, first bit now. This is frankly speaking deemed resident. You know, anyone who is in India for more than 120 days and he has got more than 15 lakhs income, above income in India, and he's not paying tax in any other country, then let him pay the tax in India. So he's in India, and I think this you will solve it. We have already 1.5 hours is over. So I want to skip this, very simple, you will get it. He is in India for 131 days. The day you come to India and all also you have to take. If any gift is received from wife and all, it is exempt. But if gift is received from friend, 16 lakhs, you need to pay the tax in India. And if he is opting for 115, then the tax is coming to 226. And the regular tax is coming more. Okay? Yeah, you have to compare the tax because they didn't say no. If they say that this person Mehak is not applying 115 BAC, then you can directly go. No problem. समझ में आ रहा है? Now this question number 2B is so scoring. That's what I'm telling you, dear students. Question number 2A bit is residential status. Question number 2B bit is like TDS. 4 bits and itne easy hain. These bits are so easy, you know, we can do it just orally. Let us check it 1 second. Residential status, sure you will be able to do it. If you have a doubt, please connect with me, ask me doubts. I'm going to discuss TDS. Yeah, see. This question is very easy, you can do it. Yeah. This comes in exam, and the best part is I want everyone, like 2, 3, 4 question, you have a choice. But TDS question, I want all of you to attempt because it's like 2 marks each bit, very scoring, time saving, and scoring also. कुछ गलत भी है तो it's not all 8 marks gone and like that. Chalo. Yeah. Briefly discuss the TDS and compute the TDS. 51,000 paid to Mr. A resident individual as interest income on compensation awarded by Motor Accident Claim Tribunal. Whenever there is a motor accident claim and you get interest, up to 50,000 it is exempt. But here it is 51,000. So 10% interest under 194A, interest other than interest on securities. So on 51,000, 10%. So write down here 5,100 TDS will be deducted. Next, Asha deposited 35 lakhs at 10% on 1st July in a cooperative bank. Pick up your calculator. How much interest Asha is going to get? If the bank interest exceeds 40,000, then TDS is deducted. So first we have to calculate the interest. How much? 35 lakhs at the rate of 10%. For how many months? 9 by 12. कितना आ रहा है? 2,62,500. So 10%. 26,250 is the interest. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? Oh, you have won 15 lakhs. They Amitabh Bachchan is giving like signing the check and giving, and नीचे ना एक screen scroll होता है. All these payments are subject to TDS and this is fictitious. So do you think if you win 15 lakh rupees, Amitabh Bachchan should give you 15 lakh tax? No. How much TDS is deducted in 15 lakhs? 30%. 4 lakh 50,000 TDS कट जाएगा. Avinash deposited 20 lakh 11% on 1st May for half year. So on 2 lakh 11% into 6 by 12. Ma'am, why 6 by 12 only for half year? How much is the interest? 11,000. Okay, you have deposited it with an LLP, and if this interest exceeds the threshold limit of 5,000, interest on these securities and all this, if it exceeds more than 5,000, so TDS to katega. The interest is 11,000 into 10%, 1100. You want to check these answers or discussion is clear? Message me. Is the speed of the class fine or not? Chalo, let us read now. This is like a blessing. House property questions are so scoring. If they give you in dollars, directly multiply with the currency rate. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3A, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B, सैलरी, दोनों बहुत इजी है, बहुत इजी है. And C part is what? Oh, share trading. So this makes it 14 marks. Like this, 4 plus 8 or 4 plus 6 plus 4, like that questions they are asking. Let us see question number 3's solution in the notebook. It's income from house property. See, please keep your question paper in front of you so that you are reading out with me. If not, I am also reading quite loudly. You can listen. Varun is resident but not ordinary resident, and he has two houses, one in Australia and another in the. Even if he's ordinary, not ordinary resident, on the income received in India, he has to pay the tax, right? So he owns two houses, one in Australia and another in Delhi. The house of Australia is let out and the entire rent is received in India. Ma'am, if he is not an ordinary resident, why Australia house income he should pay the tax in India? Because if income is received in India, Australia rent is received in India. Read the second bullet point. Income received in India, taxable here. Accrued in India, taxable. Deemed to accrue, deemed to receive, taxable. And Delhi to property is only in India. So Australia's house 3,000 per month into 12 into currency, and municipal taxes are paid in that currency. So deduct standard deduction and you get. In house in Delhi, self-occupied. Whenever how many houses self-occupied it is allowed up to two houses. But here only one house is there. For self-occupied property, always GAV, NAV, everything is nil. Interest on loan is allowed maximum up to 2 lakh. So, house, this is like, I can say at least 10 problems you have done exactly of this level. Now, this 4-mark problem, the pen should flow and you should do it very fast. I always say, dear students, if there is anything very tough in the exam or technical, there is something very easy also to help you get at least 50 marks. So, this is what is question number 3A. 1 minute, I'll do it. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Now here, interest, how you are calculating, because it's a pre-construction interest also. And loan of 2 lakh you have taken, loan you have taken of 20 lakhs at 12% and you have not yet repaid. So what is your regular interest? 240. Now some students are smart. मैम रेगुलर इंटरेस्ट ही 240 है और सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड है 2 लाख इंटरेस्ट. They don't calculate pre-construction, but marks are there on the pre-construction interest also. You have to calculate total interest, regular interest and pre-construction interest, and put together the limit is your 2 lakh. Are you getting? Now, pre-construction period starts from the day you have taken the loan, 1st June 17, and construction completed in May 20. Whenever construction is over, 31st March prior to that. So 31st March 20. Okay? So 2 full years and 17, 18, April May chhod do, from June to March 10 months. Okay? Right? And 2 full years. 2 full year is 24 months and 10 more months from June 17 to 31st March 18. Like this, 34 months. So first you calculate interest 1 by 12. 12 क्यों कर रहे हैं 1 by 12? Per month interest and multiplied by 34 months interest. That is coming to 680. Pre-construction interest starts from the day you, are you getting? Almost like with solving the mock test, I am revising the chapters also. Scientific research kiya, ye kiya, pre-construction, the day you start taking the loan until the day it is repaid, or 31st March prior to repayment, whichever is earlier. So here you get it 150. So total interest is 376. Self occupied 2 lakh. ठीक है? Right. चलो. How much is allowed maximum interest? Regular 240, pre-construction 136, 376, but total allowed is how much? 2 lakh. Clear? Right? Chalo. Now, the next question is income from salary. You can keep the problem in front of you and go on checking. It's like, literally copying the figures. Itna scoring hai ye problem. Basic, tax it, DA covered in retirement or not, it is taxable. DA covered or not, it is taxable. Commission, taxable. Entertainment allowance, only government employees get deduction up to 5,000, and so here 9,000 taxable. Medical expenses reimbursement are taxable. Profession tax, if 50% of 4,000 is paid by employer, whatever is paid by employer, add it and then full you deduct it here, 4,000. Standard deduction. Entertainment allowance, why didn't we give? Because these are the तीन तो deduction. Can you have a loss in salary? Answer is no. Chalo. Next is health insurance premium paid by employer allowed. Premium is not taxable. Gift voucher on birthday is 8,000, above 5,000 taxable. Gift voucher 10,000 taxable. LIC paid by employer for employee fully taxable. Laptop use exempt. Children of SSC are also using the laptop. ठीक है, but laptop exempt है. Motor car is provided along with the driver and the capacity is 1.6. So there's a fixed amount for that, 2,500 for motor vehicle per month, and for chauffeur or driver 900 multiplied by 12, 39,600 is taxable. Annual credit card fees. Employers' credit card bills are paid by employee, taxable. And these are the deductions. I feel only MCQs are technically, so it's not easy here, this problem. But then you have to just go on writing. Not more than 7 minutes should be taken to solve this problem. 5 to 7 minutes. Take the deduction and problem is like over. Chalo. I know they are giving alternative you for gift, but you take it fully taxable. अगर 5,000 के ऊपर कभी भी you are getting the gift, no, take it as fully taxable. All right, this is a nice problem from capital gain chapter. Read the question with me. Huh? Or you are checking my video in the laptop, then in your mobile phone at least, but read the question. No, I can't go on shifting the screen now. Shifting the screen is taking time and a lot of time is going in that. In December 21, 5,000 shares of listed companies are sold at 500. So 25 lakhs is sale consideration. But if these shares are purchased before February 18, then I hope you remember there's a rule. Fair market value or the sale consideration, whichever is lower, that or original cost, whichever is higher, that is to be taken as the cost. Are you all getting? फिर से एक बार, fair market value or the sale consideration. Fair market value as on January 18. Ma'am, will it be given in exam? Yeah, it's given. Fair market value is 450 given or 500, whichever is lower. So 450. That or 425, whichever is higher. So 450. So that is considered cost. Ma'am, but shares are held for more than 1 year. Why you have not taken the indexation? These are listed shares. On listed shares, indexation is not there. Indexation is there only on unlisted shares. Okay? So 2,50,000. And you know when you have long-term capital gain on shares on which STT is charged, फिर up to basic exemption you get from long-term capital gain, additional 1 lakh exemption you get, and on remaining you are paying the tax at the rate of 10%. Clear? Right. Next one is a simple problem. You have sold the house for 25 lakhs, but the stamp duty value is 45. So under section 50C, you have to take 45 lakhs, take the index cost, and whatever capital gain is coming, you have put the money in bonds. But please remember, time limit for putting the money is bond is 6 months from the date of transfer, not 6 months from the year ending. From the year ending till the due date of filing the return is the time limit to put the money in CGAST. This is a pitfall. So this like, I feel this question only, if you ask me as a choice, I will start with question number 3. My personal choice. Because question number 3 has 3 questions, but so easy. And then go to question number 2. Question number 2 में क्यों easy है? TDS है 8 marks तो. Rest was salary. And salary के कितने questions they are asking? Question number 2 में you have residential status and TDS. It's like super scoring 3 बस 4 करो ही मत. But we are doing 4th one. You know, one of the hot favorite adjustments asked in inter exam is your ATG, that donation wala, or agricultural income, step method calculation. Agricultural income is so many times asked in compulsory question only. It's being a continuous class. We started at 11 o'clock and it's like 12:40. I will need at least half an hour more for completing this. GST also I will discuss. And mock test 2 and RTP, you check it. Any doubts you have, keep posting. I will need half an hour more here, but just taking 2 minutes quick break. You can also take a break and come back. Let me ಇದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಲೇಟಿನ ಹಾಕಿ ರೇಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಇಟ್ಕೊ ಅಮ್ಮ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು All right, we are back after break. Let us continue. Question number 4. Yes, this is the last one, and any one of it you can leave it in choice. Ma'am, fourth ही छोड़ेंगे क्या? ऐसे नहीं है. You have to decide. चलो. So this fourth question is again income from salary. He's residing in Delhi and he's getting pension. So from pension, standard deduction is taken. Interest on FD is received, income from other sources. So gross total income you have got is 11,35,000. I'm feeling so much of justification with the depth with what we have learned, one concept, one problem in the regular classes, then it's going to be very easy here. LIC paid is 27,500 for the self, but sum assured is 240. So 240 ka maximum allowed is 10% only for handicap, 15% and so on. Before 1 for 12, 20%. So right now this is 10% only allowed. Health premium paid for self and wife is 37,500. So maximum up to 50 is allowed. 3,000 health checkup expenses are allowed and 4,500 is for father. So for parents and for us SSC put together health checkup expenses are allowed only 5,000. So we have deducted. This problem is basically concentrating on deductions. Paid interest of 8,500 on education loan ATE and a sum of 120 donated by check to institution approved for the purpose of section 80G for family. 80G family planning is 100% allowed subject to adjusted total incomes 10%. If it is charitable trust, 50% is allowed subject to adjusted total income. Now what is adjusted total income? We will check. And Rajkumar is a senior citizen, so 80 TTB interest is also allowed. Okay. Now, let us check how to calculate adjusted total income. They have not given the working, but from the gross total income, you deduct all the deductions other than your 80G. So you are getting 10 lakh 10,000. Uska 10% is 1 lakh 1,000. And how much you have donated to the family planning? 1 lakh 20. So how much will be allowed? 10%. Got it or not? And PM care funds is related to COVID fund. Whatever you have put 100% is directly allowed. See now donations are all that Gandhi family, all Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, excuse me, all that is allowed 50%. Something is allowed 100% directly, Olympics and all two cases. And family planning is allowed 100%, but subject to, like you have to, deduct first what you have to deduct in 100%. What is first you have to check? Adjusted total income. What is adjusted total income? From the gross total income, you deduct everything else, all the other deductions ATC to ATU other than this. Okay. Now you have next problem is set off carry forward. I think है ना, काफी सारे losses दिख रहे हैं मुझे. 6+4 mark. See how scoring 6+4+4. In 4 also 1 mark. So income tax paper is easy with provided students attempt the full paper. Chalo. Gaurav, a resident individual, furnishes following particulars. Income from salary computed. This is the language. Income from salary computed. Computed means the 100% your salaries standard deduction is also given. So directly to take 22 lakhs. Business loss, can you set off from the salary? Answer is no. But there is this problem. Now you have to read pura problem, then only you remember कि कौन सा loss किसमें set off होगा. Current year's depreciation you have to deduct first and then brought forward. Interest on FDs is income from other sources. Interest on loan in respect of self-occupied properties 235, so up to 2 lakh. From salary, can you deduct house property loss? Yes, up to 2 lakh. So 20 lakhs in the outer column. And in specified business 20,000, you can set off the brought forward specified loss. And in interest income, first you set off current year's depreciation, then brought forward loss, current year's depreciation, then brought forward unabsorbed depreciation. That's the sequence. So set off you will know. Next is a small theory question, that what are the rules of carry forward. All the losses, if you want to carry forward, you need to file the return on time, except the loss in case of house property and unabsorbed depreciation, which even if you have filed it late, still you'll be allowed to carry forward. Okay? So here we complete your direct taxes paper. Tell me, if you as a student have to solve it, how will you go by? I'll tell you, question number 3. Easy, literally salaries, figures and all you have to copy. So question number 3 maybe, if you know the C bit first, wo kar lo, then A, then B. Bits you solve it together. If you don't know also leave space or this ek sath karna. Question number 3 ke baad you can do question number 2 and then go for MCQs. Direct taxes over. Then pick up GST. GST mein you can start with MCQs because they are, GST is like very basic level in CA Inter. एकदम ऐसे जो बेसिक जीके होना चाहिए ना वैसा है, तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन स्कोर मार्क्स. चलो let us go. Paper pattern is clear for the indirect taxes. 40 marks. MCQs are there, 10 marks, 2 marks each, and that you have to directly mark in the OMR sheet. Again, question number 1 is compulsory for 8 marks. Question number 2, 3, 4, any 2 you have to do for 10 marks. Preferably, if you are good at theory, attempt the theory question. Question number 4, very scoring. E-invoicing, e-way bill. This time they will ask you e-invoicing. जो नया आता है ना amendment में, they add it on as a theory question because from this October now e-invoicing is necessary. 20 crore above turnover. So these kind of the questions they can ask. And question number 1 is like practice and go last 4 exams. I'm telling you, last 4 exams, RTP and MTP question number 1 of the GST. उसमें से ही एक आएगा. Every time they ask you same question, what is output GST minus input GST, and picking up the figures you have to be very careful. If raw material is received, then only input tax credit can be claimed, and if it is received from unregistered person, input tax credit cannot be claimed. If it is intrastate, then you apply the state rate. If it is interstate, then apply those. They'll give you all the rates. You don't need any other book. I'm telling you, trust me. Question number 1, if you want to score marks in GST, past 4 exams, question number 1. RTP May 21, RTP November 21, MTP May 21, MTP. सबके कर लो. Orally you check it now and 1 or 2 you do written to get the speed. Check. So with this, let us begin. Okay, GST, I feel middle part. We have solved other paper, then we have solved MCQs. And now we are going to do the GST part. We can start with MCQs 1 or 2. If we don't know, we will keep it over there pending. Sure. Purvi is registered under GST in MP and is supplying a bouquet of taxable goods and services for October month. In the financial year, donated some money to Divya Prakash Charitable Trust MP in the memory of the father, and she has given the name, donated and all. So does this make taxable? GST लगेगा इसके ऊपर? Donations made by Purvi to Divya Charitable Trust is it a taxable supply or exempt? It's exempt. Charitable Trust organized a seminar in Indore, which was sponsored by Vivin. Okay, and Purvi received a sponsorship fees. When you receive sponsorship fees from an academy like this, then that academy has to pay the GST on RC. Correct? This public school intended to distribute gift packet consisting of fountain pen calculator, and therefore it is entered for a contract on 28th October 2000 at a single rate, the rate of GST. See, we are selling pen calculators and tape dispensers which are not composite products. What are composite? Complementary, like mobile phone cannot be sold without the charger. This touch screen laptop cannot work without the pen. This is a set. But if suppose separately also fountain pen calculators are sold, this is a mixed supply. So billing will be done at the highest rate, and highest rate is 18%. Yes. Now, अब ऐसे बस बताने के लिए this is a case study and then they are asking 5 questions. अरे what is this? हर एक step के लिए एक question है. Check. Donations made by Purvi Divya Prakash Trust. Is it exempted? Not a supply, liable or not? It's not a supply only. Second, which of the following is correct? For sponsorship fees received by Purvi, tax on sponsorship will be payable by Vivin under the RCM, right? And this mixed supply will be at 18%. BWIT is the correct answer. Are you getting? So now this is simple MCQ. Case study based. वो mindset ऐसे don't make it very tough for you. 1 second, dear students. 2 hours are over. Next one, received following payments during the month of October. Okay. Earned 160 by performing at a Western music concert in Indore. ये तो taxable होगा. Earned 50,000 from renting of the space. ये भी taxable होगा. Received 70,000 from farm labor. Farm labor is exempt. So they are asking you, out of all the payments, which one is exempt? So farm labor 70,000 is exempt. Okay. Next, fifth bit and then fifth question. Supply the machinery with basic price 45,000 before TCS collected, and on the said machinery further a subsidy of 50,000 is also received, and subsidy was directly linked to this energy saved during the month. In short, all these amounts are exclusive of the GST. So what would be the cost of the machinery? 45,000. TCS, what you collect, you pay to government. So that's not your part of the machinery. So here the question is, what will be the value of the machinery? It will be flat 45,000. वो सब नहीं लगेगा. Of course you are paying like more than for the TCS part, but that's going directly to government. और क्या पूछा है आपको? Last one. Madhvi Industries is engaged in manufacturing of taxable goods. Purchase cars for official purpose. GST is paid on purchase of car. Now, when you use the car for employee and if GST is paid on that, it is specifically disallowed as a Bob block credit under section 17. So, not allowed. It is also outdoor catering service for marketing event, and on that also we have paid GST. So, on this also input tax credit is not allowed. Employee related whatever expense you do on that, even if like for my employees, I am getting the food from the caterer is charging GST. Am I allowed to get input tax credit? No. In the block credit this is not allowed. So then what is the option? Along with GST I will debit it in my P&L account. Simple. Clear? So how easy are the MCQs, dear students? And now I think these problems, will you be able to do it? This first one I will discuss. Prithvi registered theory questions you can read, no, please. It's been quite long, more than 2 hours, and that's why some of them asked me कि RTP भी आज ही करेंगे. No, you cannot make it like this non-stop, and it's a live class. If it is a Zoom recorded class, we can stop, take break, again continue recording 8 hours or 3 hours class, but not now. So, Prithviraj Private Limited, let us do it. It's a compulsory question. Price of the machine 550. Part fitted in the machine 20,000. Okay? Amount has been paid by the recipient. However, it was Prithviraj's liability to pay the said amount. One second. So, ये सब पे, this is all like in our credit only it will come, no? On amount fitted and all. Sometimes what is happening, price of the machine, we are supplying machine. So this is like calculating correctly the sale value as per the section 14, 550. Part fitted 20,000. Amount is paid directly by the recipient, but actually it's my part. So will you include it in the sale consideration 20,000? Yes. Installation and testing charges, will it be a part of the sale value? Yes. Subsidy received from Shriram Trust. Okay. Subsidy received from private trust are a part of the sale value. This is separately also asked, and this time they have covered it in question number 1. Separately, the value of supplies, beautiful small chapter, discount, subsidy, and some simple add and less. So this is all allowed. Now, they are asking, I think better for this, shall we go to the answer? Raw material pay, can you take input tax credit? Generally, yes, but we are doing it in up to be received in, we are doing it in July, and no, if raw material is not received, you cannot take the credit. Membership of a club to pay, you cannot take a credit. Truck dues for transport, yes. Capital goods out of 3 invoice, 2 item is missing and GST paid. So whatever GST you have paid on missing invoices, utna you cannot take the input credit. And compute GST paid by Prithvi Raj, assuming all the inward and outward supplies are intrastate. So if it is intrastate, 9% CGST, 9% SGST, and so on. 18% just ignore. And there is no opening balance. Otherwise, we would have taken like output GST minus input GST, and opening also we can deduct. These problems are there in your material enough, we have solved. Still, I'm sharing the answer because this is a 10 mark single question and you don't have a choice. देखो, first of all, MCQs के आंसर तो सिंपल है, ये रहा. CGST and SGST, you all know we need to take. GST payable on the outward supply minus inward supply, and this is the GST pay. This is your answer. I feel they have written it first. You can write it first or directly first start with the outward supply. 550. 20,000 is paid by customer, but I only had to pay, no? This I remember one question has been asked. I'm doing event management for you. For event management, I have charged 2 lakh. Now, someone is delivering ice creams to you and you are paying the, I said, please collect the ice cream and do know. But actually in event management, it's inclusive of my price, ice cream price. So even if it is paid by customer, will it be a price? मेरे price में include होगा? Yes. Installation, testing, other charges and all? Yes. Subsidy is taxable. So 6,45,000 is the value of one machine and 10 machines are supplied. Read the question. अब एक if I read, it will take 6-7 hours. So first read the question, pause the video, and then take down the solution. GST payable on outward supply, 9%, 9%. That's what we have written here, 580, 580. Now, इनपुट के ऊपर देखेंगे. रॉ मटेरियल इट्स नॉट अलाउड बिकॉज मटेरियल इज नॉट येट रिसीव. लेबर के लिए ब्लॉक क्रेडिट है. ट्रक्स के लिए यस. ऑन कैपिटल गुड्स यस, बट इफ इनवॉइस इज मिसिंग वी हैव माइनस 18,000 and on remaining yes. So that's all. Simple problems are there for GST. It's going to be very scoring for you all and definitely aim to get exemption in direct taxes. It's not because my subject, but of course, excuse me, accounts, costing, income tax, any one of the subject you have to make it very scoring. है ना? You have to make any one of the subjects scoring because if you end up getting 40, 45 and aggregate में you may lose. So better not do that. कहाँ थे हम? Question number 2. A bit. Let us check it. Services provided to recognize sports body as a selector. Is it taxable or exempt? Taxable. Services provided to recognize sport body only as a player, referee, umpire, coach. That's what is allowed. But you are providing services as a selector, thus it will be taxable. Next, services provided by transport of passengers in metered cab. Metered cab. Okay, are they taxable? No. Metered cabs are exempt generally, but through an e-commerce operator. Oh, metered cab through e-commerce operators means all your Ola and all. But if such services are supplied to e-commerce operator, it will be taxable. But otherwise, metered cabs, yellow black taxis in Mumbai, they are exempt. B part is related to your turnover. Okay, right? That on how much of the turnover you are paying. One thing you should remember here, composite tax is charged for manufacturers 1% on the total turnover. Please remember here. ये डेफिनेशन में फ्लॉ है बट प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते वक्त यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इन केस ऑफ कॉम्पोजिशन दोज हु आर नॉट टेकिंग आउटपुट इनपुट directly they are paying. Manufacturers, they have to pay 1% GST on total turnover, and if you are a trader then it is 1% on the taxable turnover, not your total turnover. So exempt turnover you can leave off. But this question is nice. Pause, please. Are you all reading the question with me? And if you feel somewhere I'm not reading, please pause the video and then first read it and then come back and do it. चलो साथ में करते हैं. Let us read it. It's a nice question. Are you sure you all are promising कि question number 1 10 out of 10 you will get? I've told you the secret. Question number 1 का 10 out of 10 marks का secret I have told you. Past 4 exams if you do nothing like that. Chalo, let us read this question. Swaminathan started business of supplying shoes and he makes intrastate supply. His turnover in April, May, June is 20 lakhs. So registration he required me up to 20 lakhs. For July, it is quarter, July to this 100 lakhs. Further, 1/4 of the turnover in each quarter is exempt. being eligible for composition, Swaminath got himself registered. ठीक है चलो. When he got himself registered in July, is he liable to pay tax backdated April, May, June? Answer is no. You are required to calculate tax payable by Swaminathan under composition. Composition में will your answer be different if he is a trader? Composition में Swaminathan, if you are a manufacturer, then directly on 100 lakhs you have to pay 1% CGST and SGST मिला के, so 0.5% each. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? And Swaminathan, if you are a trader, then out of 100 lakhs, 25 lakhs is exempt, no? So only on the 75 lakhs taxable turnover. How important is this language? It's as good as we have finished section 10 composition revision. Composite में you don't have to pay the tax on output, input and all पूरा मिला के. On taxable turnover you have to pay the tax if you are a trader, if you are a manufacturer, on total turnover 1%. ठीक है? So here only on 70 and 1% is total. In that CGST is half and SGST is half. ठीक है? Aryabhat is, now this is some basic question which comes in every exam. What is the limit for registration? 20 lakhs. But in specified cases it is 40 lakhs and for 4 states it is 10 lakhs. So ये बार first you have to read. Examine. Aryabhat Assam is exclusively engaged in intrastate supply. His turnover is 12 lakh. बिल्कुल taxable होगा. He is another turnover in Manipur. Once you pay tax, all the showrooms have to register. Bharat Panjim is in Goa. अब गोवा में तो टर्नओवर लिमिट इज 40 lakhs फॉर इंट्रास्टेट. विक्रमादित्य इज इन हिमाचल प्रदेश. ओके, सो फॉर दिस better let us go to the notebook and once again first let us revise the turnover limit. If you take a printout you will do super well and I have revised many things. और मैं अभी भी याद कर रही हूँ अगर कुछ मिस आउट हो गया है in income tax, in GST, 194P, 194O, PQ, all the amendments in the TDS are very, very important. 1 minute. Yes. First you all see this. You need to remember it that a supplier is liable to get registration state-wise wherever he makes taxable supply in aggregate of the threshold limit. 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs for special category states. Manipur, Mizoram, MMTS पढ़ते हैं ना MMTS ट्रेन. Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Nagaland. Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Nagaland. This is the way I usually make you remember. 20 lakhs for the states Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Sikkim, all that side. Then Puducherry, Telangana and Uttarakhand. So 4 states are 10 lakhs. 6 states, these put together 10 states are like total. Take your time. पढ़ो एक बार वापस से. Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Puducherry, Sikkim, Telangana and Uttarakhand, the turnover limit 20 lakhs for interstate. Interstate you have to get registered. Now 40 lakhs for rest of India except person engaged in making supply of ash bricks, building blocks, bricks of fossil meals and tiles and ice creams and edible oil, pan masala, tobacco. For these exceptions the limit is 20 lakhs only, even if they are in states other than 10 states. Are you all getting? 40 lakhs is the limit. If you are doing intrastate supply in other states, but if you are supplying these items, then again the limit is reduced to 20 lakhs. In सब के लिए कितना limit होगा? 20 lakhs. So Aryabhat is eligible for enhanced threshold limit of 40 lakhs if he is exclusively engaged. However, since Aryabhat is supplying garments, from one specified category of the state, that is Manipur. कोई एक भी स्टेट में अगर आप 10 lakhs हो गया ना, then for everywhere it is the limit and you need to get registered. Aryabhat is liable to get registered GST as his turnover exceeds 10 lakh. Further is required to obtain registration in both Assam and Manipur as he is making taxable supply from both. Once you are liable to register above 10 lakhs in one state, you need to register from wherever you are doing the taxable turnover. Now here Bharat is doing the taxable supply and for him the limit is 40 lakhs. So Bharat ने कितना किया है, लिमिट आपको एग्जाम में दिया है ना. Bharat has done only 22 lakhs. He is not liable to register because for him the limit is how much? 40 lakhs. Vikramaditya, Himachal Pradesh. But then actually Himachal Pradesh the limit is how much? 40 lakhs. But he is manufacturing bricks, so for him the limit is 20 lakhs. So of course he needs to get registered. Okay? And now question number 4, I said very scoring conditions for input tax credit. क्या conditions? Huh? What are the conditions for input tax credit are there? Oh, sorry, I missed one more question. No, question number 3, B with job worker. Can you send the goods to job worker without the tax invoice? Answer is yes. Delivery challan, but you have to fill up. ये documentation से related है. And now, question number 4A. Input tax credit conditions. Registered person can take credit if he receives tax invoice, he has actually received the goods, he is furnishing return on time and he has paid the tax. मतलब जिनसे खरीदा है that person has paid the tax to government. I may get 2 months credit period from you. So these are all the basic conditions for availing the input tax credit. And then they have asked you to talk about annual return once a year. So what should be the mindset, dear students, now? Suppose you have attempted question number 2. देखो question number 2 क्या था? Composition and that one. And what was question number 3? Turnover limit and theory. Question number 15 marks is theory only, I am telling you. Question number 4 A be theory. Question number 3 or 2 maybe 1 will be theory. Like documentation, returns, registration. I don't know, in this mock test they have not covered a single question. But हाँ सिर्फ ये limits वाला है registration में से. But questions आते हैं. So generally, I think if you are good at theory, you can go for question number 4A and B, and anyone out of 3 and 2. This is my suggestion. You don't like the theory, then 2 and 3. But I'm telling you, GST, start the paper with MCQs. Do question number 1. कुछ change नहीं आने वाला है. What all items you can take input tax credit? Be clear about the block credits. You know, section 16, 17, and 18. We have made lots of running notes for that. It should be clear. Make the best use of these videos. If you feel lot of efforts have been taken and if you feel it is worth it, 2.5 hours of this class and lot of preparation, of course, from my side. I have secret is I have actually missed my CMA final direct taxation class today because sometimes this is the priority. So ठीक है, they all are writing in the next exam, अभी time है. So I've missed the class to take this, but make sure you make the best of the use of these videos. Mock test, chapter wise revision, tax concept I challenge. If you have a doubt on interest on loan self occupied ना, tax concept में 10 minute का video. Interest on loan, how much on self occupied, how much on let out, it will be clear. And if you have doubt, just in the description, join our WhatsApp, Telegram, all links are given. Join it and stay connected with us. Right? That's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching the video till end, and trusting a teacher brings best result for you and for us both. God bless you all and be confident. 3 hours of paper writing practice, solve one of the mock test. Mock test 1 we have discussed. Mock test 2 without discussion, prepare and solve it. No. Don't say, ma'am, I'll be demotivated if I get 16, 18, 20. कुछ नहीं होगा. Writing is like getting into that mindset. Okay, 15 minutes selection time, 3 hours of exam. लिखो. There are 8-10 days ना, जितने भी दिन अब बाकी हैं आपके. हाँ, कितने दिन बाकी है? 10 days are left. So make sure that you write at least one mock test paper for all the 4 subjects. 3 hours and 1 hour of correction, 4 hours to nikalo to get into that mindset of writing. You have to sit for hours and write. Okay. Thank you so much, all of you. Bye bye, all of you.